down here. Oh, this is nice. Really nice. You got a bench set up and everything. Oh, look at the size of this fish here. It's deceased. Right there. Wow. There's 3 live, large fish huddled over there together. Well, I hope by now you've heard the good news. And the good news is that Donald Trump announced yesterday in Washington that the Israelis and the Palestinians have agreed to phase 1 of a ceasefire agreement. Now, in phase 1, obviously the shelling, the missile attacks, the advancement or incursion of ground forces ceases. The second part of phase 1 is the return of 48 alive hostages and the remains of countless deceased hostages. They have to be repatriated to Israeli soil. Now, I'm hearing that this is going to occur on Tuesday of next week. Today is Friday in Toronto, Canada. Now, for me, this is good news. I hope for a lot of people watching my videos, it's good news. And for people that don't watch my videos, or for people that don't think this is good news in the world, you might want to get some of your mental health issues in check, because I don't know how anyone in their right mind could not see this as a positive, but there are people out there. There are radicalized people on both sides in Israel and in the Gaza Strip, in the Palestinian territory. There is people that want the war to continue on both sides. And there's a huge faction of people around the world that benefit financially on the war continuing. Whether it be financially, whether it be with regards to communist goals in our country and North America and in other G7 countries, the main group that I want to see outed for their communist aspirations is Antifa. Now, I was okay, so I'll get back to Antifa in a second. So I was watching, before I left the house this morning, I was watching a YouTube channel called Redacted. Now, Redacted is a channel that I've watched for a little while. I think it's a husband and wife team. I think they were both in mainstream media prior. They're very polished people, and I like the message that they convey and how they convey it. So this morning they had a retired general on, a retired colonel by the name of Douglas McGregor. Retired Army Colonel Douglas McGregor, and he is someone that I followed for a couple of 3 years, and he's a military historian. He's a military tactician. He was a former Joint Chiefs of Staff member under Trump's first term. He's well versed in global affairs, and the way he conveys the message is very understandable. So they had him on this morning, and he shared the sentiments that I share. He doesn't anticipate the ceasefire to last for any length of time. He couldn't definitively put a date on when it's going to cease to exist, and who could. But he went on to elaborate that Benjamin Netanyahu is a volatile person, and he believes that Netanyahu doesn't really have any sort of benefit to gain by a ceasefire, because his job in the Gaza is not completed. I don't know. I've seen videos of the Gaza Strip, and it's leveled. It's hell on earth. I feel for the people, the Palestinian people over there. I feel for them. I feel for the Israelis that have lost loved ones in the war, whether it be the hostages that were killed or whether it be the Israeli Defense Forces. There's been, death, immense death on both sides. So I understand that. I get that, and my heart goes out to them. But what I want to see happen, I want to see the ceasefire last as long. I want to see it last forever. Like I'm anti-war. I don't want to see any more fucking war over there. I don't want, and especially I don't want to see the problems come to my country, to my city, to my neighborhood. I want to see it last long enough to get more people on board with regards to outing Antifa. I want to see more people understand the negative factors that they bring to a Western democracy, to Toronto, to any G7 country. I want people to daily understand that they are only using these faux causes to advance communism within Canada, within G7 countries. They want a communist country. They've been indoctrinated since a young age And there's lots of older people that are in Antifa too that are radicalized socialists, radicalized Marxists, radicalized communists that want Western democracies, capitalist democracies. They want that to fall, and they want communism to rise. And unfortunately, we have a prime minister that was installed on April 28th of this year that is totally in alignment with Antifa and the communist cause. That's why he was installed. Same as Keir Starmer, same as Emmanuel Macron. These are all World Economic Forum cookie cutters. They've all been indoctrinated. They're all from the same ilk. They're all cut from the same cloth. They all want the same end goal. They want a reset of Western capitalist societies, and they want to ensure that their elitist ruling class are the very, very 1% of the 1%. They want them to maintain their level of superiority, their level of dominance, and they'll do it at any cost. These Hamas holes and these Antifa foot soldiers or Antifa domestic terrorists, they are going to be, like I said in my video yesterday, they're going to be, once their usefulness is done, they're going to be in the same boat. They'll be eating rotten salmon on the banks of the Humber River like the rest of us. The other day I said sewer rat, but there's lots of rotting fish right to my left here, and I'd rather eat that. There's still a couple kicking around. I got video of that earlier. I'd rather eat one of those than a sewer rat, to be quite honest with you. But hey, sewer rat could be taste like pumpkin pie. Doesn't mean I want to eat it. I don't know, you remember what movie that's referenced to, but on a more serious note, yeah, so I just want to see, this Antifa movement outed, because it's not going to be deemed a terrorist organization in Canada with Mark Carney being the head of it, obviously. Donald Trump had Mark Carney in the Oval Office, the White House, on Tuesday, and I can't remember if he alluded to the fact that he deemed Antifa a domestic terrorist group. I can't remember if he said that, but he did say that he was proud that men are no longer allowed in women's sports in the United States. Whether he knew that Carney's child was transgender or not, I don't know. I'm assuming that Trump did know that. I'm assuming that he receives hourly intel updates on our country, and more specifically what Mark Carney's doing in conjunction with Antifa and the Chinese Communist Party. Trump knows exactly what Carney's all about. Now, is Trump in bed with Carney on a lot of things? I would say that he is. Is Trump using Carney? Is he belittling him? Is he making a mockery of Carney in our country? Well, internationally, Canada is being made a mockery of under the Liberal governance for the last 11 years. This country is friggin' unrecognizable. It's a post-national country. We don't have an identity. And that's exactly what Trudeau laid the foundation for, and that's what Mark Carney is going to finish off with the coup d'etat. He is going to be the nail in Canada's proverbial coffin. So, ceasefire, very, very good news. Hopefully it stands long enough. Well, hopefully it stands forever, like I said, and hopefully it stands long enough to out more of these Antifa assholes and to see them scramble for their next faux cause to usher in communism. If you have any questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section. I will get back to you. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. I'm telling you, we're getting crazy good weather here in Canada for mid-October. And as you can see behind me, another nice backdrop. If you want to watch some footage of me filming the river and some salmon, keep watching. I'll put it at the end of this video. If not, if you didn't get this far, well, I did the best I could. Thanks for watching. Bye. So this is obviously some sort of service road for city vehicles, and I've never been down it before, but I'm sure hundreds of people have. Let's go check it out. A little on the bumpy side. Now it's going to be a bit of a workout coming back up it. Wonder if we'll encounter a homeless encampment down here. That bouncing you're hearing is my back tire bouncing off these concrete formations like cobblestone. They're quite bumpy. And I'm gonna remount the bike right here. Huh. The stone walkway comes all the way down. So I'm gonna get back off. It's just a little too bumpy. Like I said, I would not be surprised to see some people living down here. And if I do encounter them, I hope I don't surprise them too much. Oh, this is a good spot down here. I should have brought my chair. Oh, they already got a chair set up for me. Beautiful. Oh, this is nice. Really nice. You got a bench set up and everything. There's that large waterfalls that I've been at so many times. This is where the Humber Creek drains into the Humber River. And I've never been on this side before. But I like it. The only downfall is that hill. Been over there many times. I wonder if I'll see Ruckus and Luna today, my two dog buddies from down here. Oh, look at all the minnows in there. Looking good. I don't know if you can see them on camera, but there's a lot of little fish in there. I can see a salmon over there at the end of its life. Very nice. Nice and open here too for sun. When I left the house, well, when I woke up it was 5 degrees Celsius. Now it's about 8 degrees Celsius, so it's not cold out. But I think I'll set up a little fire over here and enjoy my coffee. Where'd that dog come from? Where you doing, pups? Where'd you come from? What are you doing? I don't know where the owner is that owns his dog. Beautiful spot for a dog. Oh, there she is over there. How are you? It's okay, it's okay. Going for some fish.
I know, I just wanted to go around the bed.
Yeah. So as you've noticed, I'm wearing my my OD green camo look today, and yeah, it could be a little unsettling for some people. Yeah, that might have been one of them over there. So I'm going to set up my fire here. I brought some wood with me. Not that I needed to, but like I said, just got a little bag yesterday from my Maltese desserts. But I have some cedar at home, so I might as well use it up from a leftover fence project I had a little while ago. Nice of someone to make me a Humberstone seat. I'll lose the crossover bag. I'll also burn that little bit of paper that I had. I'm just going to throw it out anyways. This weirdo coming over here with the fishing rod. I think he's more concerned about me than he is fucking fishing. Always be leery of people that are pretending to do something when they have intentions to do something else. Fucking, he's kicking dead fish around. Yeah, that's quite the fisherman. What are you catching? What are you catching?
Trying for salmon.
Yeah. Still some alive. I don't know. Well, I guess, I don't know. Gets him out of the house today. He's doing is kicking fucking dead fish. Oh my god. Oh boy. Look at the size of this fish here. It's deceased. Right there. Wow, large. The coho king salmon. I don't know what species that is, but it's a big fish. There's some over there. I don't know. The water's a little deep to walk over to those fish. So bad. Not so bad. There's 3 live, large fish huddled over there together. But the water is too deep for the boots that I'm wearing. That's, you know, obviously deceased, but like I said, a large fish. Hopefully I had a successful spawning run. These boots are not completely waterproof, but they didn't do too bad. Not too bad. A little water in them, that's no big deal. I wanted to bring them down here today to test them anyways, because I plan on doing an overnight stealth camp on the banks of Etobicoke Creek, and where I want to go, I got to cross the river, and I'm bringing the bike, do some bike packing, and I'll be wearing these boots, and these boots will be good enough because where I want to cross the Etobicoke Creek won't even be as deep as I just went in, and like I said, I got a little water in these boots, but that's okay because I'll have an extra pair of footwear when I go on the stealth camp. So, but yeah, no, not a problem. A little bit, it's good. That was one of my goals today. Another dead fish at the bottom in there. So they're at their end of the run. I can see quite a few, couple over there. Oh, actually all sorts over there. One deceased fish over there. Another one, oh, they're everywhere. Because they can't make it up that falls, and a lot of them can't make it up through the fish ladder. It's to the left. So they end up expiring here.